It's hard. It's hard. Hey, yeah. Oh, good Lord, that's frightening. Try stealing my thunder, my lightning. Why is that so surprising? Got him upset like Buster Tyson. It's a big boy bag, better back up, but they not my hype, man. They can hit shots on you, 3 dots on you, like I'm not done typing. Send it. That's one way to get ended. Tryna go viral, hit you with a whole minute clip extended. Get trending. I don't like guns, but a couple of my friends is big fans of the Second Amendment. Captain America, I'm back with a motherfucking vengeance. Ooh. How he the hero, he's so rude. I feel like a boss in a Legion of Doom when I'm out of Yamashiro eating miso soup. Mushroom tea, got my ego bruised. I can miss a free throw and my team gon' lose. But a label on the phone try to make a new deal like AOC with a CO2. Hey, stay out of politics. Yeah, or you can unfollow this shit, suck it and swallow this dick. Laura can shut up and dribble my balls, you bitch. You don't understand what the problem is. If you believe in the opposite, cool. You got the right to pop off in the comments. I got the right.
Are you in, Michael Barrett?
Oh, good Lord, that's frightening. Try stealing my thunder, my lightning. Why is that so surprising? Got him upset like Buster Tyson. It's a big boy.
What are you doing here, Michael? I like it.
They can hit shots on you, 3 dots on you, like I'm not done typing.
No, Larry, just confirm it on the thread now.
That's one way to get ended. Tryna go viral, hit you with a whole minute clip extended. Get trending. I don't like guns, but a couple of my friends is big fans.
Now's the time to do it.
Captain America, I'm back with a motherfucking vengeance. Read it and weed it. Article 7 is freedom of speech. Talk on the internet, you wouldn't say it to me on the street. Not even being discreet, don't even try it, don't even tweet and delete. You should be quiet cause nobody buying that shit, but I keep a receipt. And you can't take that bag, that's the policy. No half-ass apology, so don't lie to me. No more cap, just facts and honesty. Now, this economy, just a lot of these billionaires who dang this monopoly. Picking pockets like it's a robbery. Politician to rape democracy. Oh, good Lord, that's frightening. Try stealing my thunder, my lightning. Why is that so surprising? Got him upset like Buster Tyson. It's a big boy bag, better back up, but they not my hype, man. They can hit shots on you, 3 dots on you, like I'm not done typing. Send it. That's one way to get ended. Tryna go viral, hit you with a whole minute clip extended. Get trending. I don't like guns, but a couple of my friends is big fans of the Second Amendment. Captain America, I'm back with a motherfucking vengeance.
All right, trade is entered. I got it in. Falcons for Cowboys. What up, everybody? Listen, if you did not catch it, I went live this morning, and it was actually kind of fun to do it. You know, I miss doing the podcast. Jason and I have talked about doing it. Of course, he works during the day, so to record during the day is tough. We're both busy with breaks at night and family things and all that stuff. But it was nice to go live, and I started thinking, you know, I may have to do like Blazing Brunch a couple times a week, just especially during the season, even if it's like, you know, certain things like Monday morning quarterback to go over the game. So I think I'm going to try to do that. I may even go live tomorrow. I'm going to try to make it a habit. So, you know, if you want to pop in, chat, but today's was kind of important, I felt like, and, you know, it never fails. Like yesterday when the news broke about the Panini Fanatics saying, I said, don't get on Facebook, don't get on Facebook, don't get on Facebook. Because it's not that I was afraid of the news. It was that the stupidity that runs rampant. I shouldn't say, again, I don't mean to say stupidity, but the misinformation spewed out of people's mouth with confidence that they are correct when they literally are. They couldn't be more wrong, right? They couldn't be more wrong. I just can't. All the people that say yes, now Fanatics will have Topps Chrome license this year. No, they won't. They might have Topps Chrome, but it's going to look like Bowman University, but it will have current players. And it's funny, and these people will argue and fight, and I'm just like, you know what? Just let it play out, you know. But I had to stay off messages so much. I saw people posting pictures it was kind of a funny. It was actually kind of a funny meme. I gotta show you. I sent it to Jason, and I was like, if people wanted to make this correct, they would have Fanatics in there. I can't even see my pictures on Messenger. I don't know what's going on. But it was interesting because it was like welcome to the family, and it was like Sage, Leaf, Wild Card, and then Panini at the bottom. I'm like, well, not really. It's kind of like Topps is now going to be that because they're going to be able to make cards with current players finally, but it just won't be licensed. And real quick, an update on what I said earlier. I don't know if you guys saw us. Panini addressed it a little bit today, pretty much saying that they have all intentions of just keeping their licensing with the league until 2026. They currently have 360 plus players under private contracts, meaning that they're not exclusives. That means that like Fanatics can do it, that they can sign elsewhere as well, in addition to. But those aliens, Chris. But that means they can still produce cards with over 360 players. And I don't know. I don't think it means they have to trash products they already signed to, like I said earlier today, or it is anything that was already signed into agreement, which up on Blowout now. I just checked Blowout today, what they have for pre-sale, meaning it's already been solicited, is all the way up to Origins. So that includes like Gold Standard, Mosaic, Black, Origins, Prism Draft Picks. Apparently that's all going to come out. Encased Football for this year, and Flawless should still come out. So don't stress too much about that stuff. I mean, I don't know if that means we'll get all of 2023 the way we see it now, but the truth is people are so like, I didn't really address this much, and this is my last thing I'll say, and we'll get to the break, but they were already not going to have CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and who was the other one? But like, I don't think Anthony Richardson signed an exclusive, so they were already not going to have those autographs in this year. So that's already been decided before this. Yeah, I really liked it, actually. Blue Beetle, I haven't talked about it much because it didn't ruin anything, but I thought it was pretty good. The only thing was my son couldn't keep up with he doesn't speak Spanish, and he couldn't keep up with some of the subtitles, but I read it to him. So remember, guys, this pack goes to, yeah, Doug, I don't know, did you watch our video from this morning, Doug? I went on and did a whole bunch of, tried to just spit the facts as they are factually known, and then I gave a few what I've heard from close sources. Hey, if they're football cards, they go to the teams in break. If not, we random them. So we are going to have a Dan Marino. Dan Marino is going to go, and it's an Andrew Vaughn for the Chicago. We'll random that off at the end. We'll do that as a third prize we'll do that as second place for the fantasy spot. But the Dan Marino will go out to the Miami Dolphins. Miami going out to. Yeah, I wasn't trying to I'm not a know-all, end-all, be-all, but I spent a lot of time talking, discussing, researching, talking to people close to the situation. Plus, it's what I love. I love the hobby. So, I want to know what I'm getting into. And, it's just it's the same people spitting this are the same people that will be like, oh man, I hope you can get me a Patrick Mahomes auto out of this. I got the Chiefs. Well, he does not have auto on this. Oh yeah, he's in autos. Well, okay, but the checklist clearly says, sometimes they don't put it on there. Oh, okay. You're right. They wouldn't include that. My bad. I've had that conversation with someone. Okay. All right. Maybe you're right. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I didn't want to come off as to me, it was the frustration got the best of me. Man, these people, I don't think it's a bad thing if Topps gets both licensed and starts making cards. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's as good as it would be if they would have Topps and Panini making products at the same time. That's always better for us as the consumer. But it's not bad if we get the hobby revitalized with some new, fresh product coming in. But if Topps would just buy Panini and then continue making Panini stuff and then just insert some of their products, that doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Why they want Panini's product line doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it does, because they know people are going to want their products. So then just make your own and compete. I don't know. I spoke with someone I went to the National with today. He's Stephen Caswell. He was in the room when we broke some stuff during the National. And he made an interesting point. Oh, there we go again. Gabe Davis. Man, I want to after I get done with this point, we'll talk more football, because I'll tell you what, I've been finding the opportunities to get him as a wide receiver 3 after I have 2 running backs and a quarterback, which means I'm probably snagging him around 5, 6, maybe later. That's crazy for Gabe Davis. He could very easily be a fantasy wide receiver 1. And I'm not talking if Stephon Diggs doesn't play, because, by the way, that was all refuted. Stephon Diggs came out and said, I don't know what the heck he's talking about, but I never said this stuff. But You watched it disgruntled. Well, I'm sorry. That's not how I wanted to wake you up, Doug. We'll do it a little later next time. There's a Kincaid. Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. Oh, I lost my train of thought here. It would be nice if we could get all the products, but I was telling you I spoke with Stephen Caswell, and he said that is it Michael Rubin, the owner of Fanatics. A lot of people, I have heard this from multiple people now. I don't know enough about him, but I've seen little tidbits of him hanging out with athletes and celebrities, and there's a lot of speculation that he is just kind of a popularity whore, for lack of a better word. Like he just wants to be in the conversation. He wants to be involved with celebrities and athletes, and so this purchase of this was his chance. I can't own a team. I probably can't get a team, so here's what I'll do. I'll own the players' cards and their autograph. He's always been pursuing this business, but I mean, it does feel like now more than ever he's doing it for possibly the wrong reasons. Out of 6, Sterling Shepard. That's our third end zone card. Out of 6 for the New York Giants, going out to Dougie. There you go. Nice short print there. Yeah, I get Trey, the Stephen A. Smith reporting that with no credible sources. Sources, like kind of like I did today. Like, I'm not going to sit here and put something out on social media. That's why I did a video on our page. I didn't spit this stuff on Sports Card Nonsense. I didn't go and make a YouTube video. I shared it with you guys because you're the family, right? Like, Stephen A. Smith he's a clickbait idiot. I can't stand the guy. I cannot. He's the reason I don't ever. I will never. I don't care if Josh Allen's on. I will not watch a show with Stephen A. Smith on it. I mean, that's true, Chris, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But unfortunately, if Ruben's doing that, he's playing with our feelings. And like I said earlier today, the problem with it now is like we're like kids caught in the middle of a nasty divorce with this card thing. Panini and Fanatics are fighting every night, and unfortunately it's coming at our mental expense and our pocket expense. And, we're going to have points. We'll random those off at the end. The one unfortunate thing about it is, like I said earlier, is for fans of like the Texans and, the Colts possibly, and, the Titans and the Panthers, they're going to, unfortunately, possibly go without licensed autographs this year. They'll have licensed cards, for now, until we see there's a Hendon Hooker, until we see what happens. The Lions is another one caught in the mix. There's a Will Levis. So it's just crazy, man. It really is. No, I mean, so Doug, I wanted to bring this up when I saw the post. I don't know if we didn't break since then. So when I went to the card show this week and I bought I bought a ton of stuff, man. You guys should see. I got the Sean Watson rookie auto booklets. I think are cool. Like, I got some like really cool stuff. Lawrence Taylor autographs, LaDainian Tomlinson autographs, Barry Sanders autographs. Like, dude, I've never got close to spending as much as I did on singles. The repackaged shit is ready to, like, we're ready. I got to put it together, but we got it. We got the inventory we need for a repack. I might buy a couple more just key pieces, but like the bulk is there of good stuff. I know what I'm doing. I have my plan in place. But anyhow, when I was there were some major PSA guys there, like, that had a ton of PSA stuff. He's like, I stopped sending in. He's like, I've sent in forever. And he goes, I'll just randomly get back like 4 PSA 5s. And I'll look at them and I'm like, why? He's like, I've been doing this forever. I've been grading forever. And they're not. Like, he goes, look. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't grade. This is why. And he goes, I feel like they're just doing either pop control. There's a nice Patrick Peterson, and that will go to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Uh-oh, Josh, running around. You drive those kids that way, though. You get her all riled up. But like, that's the thing. He was like, the guy's like, I can't send in anymore. He goes, it's too risky for me. He goes, and part of the problem is, he said, is that a lot of what he does is vintage. There's a Bryce Young, and he goes, it's way too risky now. Like, there's an Aiden O'Connell. We're going to throw him over there for now. He goes, because I can't crack those out. Like, he goes, you cannot. It's too, you're risking damaging, like, very rare cards. And he's like, it's killing me now because with PSA specifically with vintage, he said, they have been awful with their grades lately. I think over time, people will start to see that they want AI grading. Here's why you would not want AI grading. A, you know someone at PSA or BGS or wherever that grades your cards better. B, you know your card's not a 10, but you know PSA isn't that thorough, and maybe you'll get lucky and get a 10 on it. There's two of the main reasons you want PSA. 3, PSA holds more value, all right? And so you know that there's not going to be a 9.5, so you're getting a 9 or a 10 on your card, and you're going to roll the dice. And if it's not a numbered card or a verified card anyway, you can just crack it out and try it again. That's why you want it. You don't want it because PSA is reliable and consistent and pretty slabs. I mean, you might like the consistency of their slabs, and you might like that, like, there's history there, and all of them are pretty consistent. There's a history to it, a classic look. I'm not going to argue with it there. But don't tell me that you, as a person who wants a fair grading market, don't want AI grading. Like, fully AI. Like, I can't wait. I want Jason to really do a thing, or maybe we'll do a whole one of our morning things on that TSG or whatever the AI grade. You ought to see the specs that they give you when you get a card graded. People don't want it because it's going to call out the imperfections. But people who have good cards and have graded cards, Zach Evans for the Rams. Well, I know, Chris, but some people will because it changes the value so much, you know? And that's what's sad, is that there are people that are like, yep, third try, I got my 10. What? What? I've seen it. We've all seen it. Third try, I got my 10. Like, all right, then good job. I guess third time's a charm, or, you know, never give up, I guess is the message there. It's the same card, unless you cleaned it, trimmed it, cooked it. Flipped it. I don't know what you did to it, but it's the same card, and you all of a sudden got, you know, a point or possibly 2 points higher on it. This isn't a correction paper, and I fixed my mistakes. Can I get some extra credit? Like, what the hell? I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of grading. I like the HGA slab strictly because of the personalization of it. But let's get a 101 here. Autos were all right. Gabe Davis, but the points kind of screwed us. We did get that card out of 6. There's a Will Levis. I'd like to see something nice and short print here. I actually don't mind score this year. It's the same thing I always say. It's a little bulky. It's not bad if you want to buy a box and open it up. I just kind of show all the cards so you can see, because I think some people do like having the base, having the team sets. What's this? Out of 100, Keyshawn Butte for the Patriots. And I do like the idea of slabbing cards for protection purposes. Like, it's actually sealed. It holds better. It stores better. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with grading. I just think the inconsistency is of it are bad. All right, Jalen Hurts. There's a Josh Allen. So I did want to get a little bit in the fantasy football. I now have quite a few drafts under my belt. A lot of best ball leagues. I have one live sticker draft, and I pretty much have drafts starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I have drafts. All online except for one live auction draft. But jeepers creepers. And that's not even the ones we got to set up for. There we go. 40 out of 50 Derrick Henry. And I'm going to talk about this guy right now. I've found out my sweet spot to draft is 8 or 9. Because there have been so many times now, on 8, I've been able to get like Nick Chubb. And on the come around, I get Derrick Henry. I've even gotten Barkley once, but he's moved up a bit. But, dude, starting out, and I know people are like, wide receiver. Dude, Barkley or Henry and Chubb as your starting running backs. Might turn my phone off. But then it's not like I have bad wide receivers either. And there's been times where I'll get like A.J. Brown and I'll come around and get like a Barkley or who did I just say? Henry. And, you know, you have a 1 and a 1. I've realized that running backs after the 5th round, I think it is, forget about it. I mean, maybe you can sneak a winner like Zamir White if Josh Jacobs gives way to him. You know, maybe, I would say this, if you get Derrick Henry, go get Tajay Spear for sure. I would say that 100%. With all the investment I have in Nick Chubb, I found myself to get Jerome Ford a bit too late if I can. Especially in best ball, where I can, if he goes down, I'll have him. So, any information you guys want to share, if you've done a draft or if you've been doing, I don't do mocks. What I do is I do the underdog best ball leagues. Even if you do a $5 or a $3, people tend to take it more seriously. If you try to do like a Yahoo mock, people take kickers and they just kind of, I don't know. They seem to not take it seriously enough to give you a legitimate mock. And you can't look at ADP on those sites because I just feel like there's not enough information out there yet. Now, after this weekend, possibly, Anthony Richardson. There's an Okoye out of $2.99. Dontavian Wicks, Vita Vea. Matt Judon, Prism. What's this? Ooh, we got another case hit coming. Here we go. Let's see who it is. I'll make you guys wait. Zay Flowers, Warren Moon, Newsome, Will Anderson, Zach Evans. It's going to be A.J. Brown for the Philadelphia Eagles. It is a Dream Catchers. Philadelphia Eagles going out to Brandon Rothdener. There you go, Brandon. Case hit Dream Catchers. That is our first one of that. Very cool card. Dream Catchers, A.J. Brown. Sleeper mocks. I mean, to me, it's just like I said, I'd rather do like a $3 league. At least then, I don't feel like I'm also, I don't want to say wasting my time when I do a mock. It's like, if I feel like I did well, if you do a mock draft and you crush it and you're like, dude, that was a good draft. Wonder how my team would have done. It's like, shit, I'll put the $3 down and, you know, in a 12-person league, you win like $27 or like $24 or something. I forget how much they take on it. Oh, you can't? Centering's bad on this? Centering's not bad on this at all. I mean, it's a little off to the right, I guess, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. It could be the way it's on the camera. It really is not as bad as you think when you see it in here. It's a little heavy to the right, but maybe 55-45 range. But yeah, it might get a PSA 10 though. Top to bottom. Actually, I thought the top to bottom was better than left to right. It could get a PSA 10 because I still in my heart believe they throw freaking darts. I really do. Cedric Tillman bronze out of 100. I really think they throw darts. I think there are guys there. I mean, and it's been well documented where guys have admitted anonymously, like, yeah, I know a guy at PSA. I always get 10s on my stuff. Like, whether they're trolling or what, but like, why would they waste time doing that? That's the thing, Josh. It could. I wish I had the money to just do that, you know? To just be like, I'm going to send these in. These are clearly not 10s, but I'm sending like these in individually from like different accounts, different addresses, P.O. boxes or whatever, and just see. Just see how it goes. So that was our Cedric Tillman for the Browns, and we're going to get our RPA coming up. Again, at this point, there's a Brian Robinson out of 100. The only RPA NFL unis are going to be out of Legacy. Now, Luminance comes out tomorrow. And they actually have pro unis. Here we go. Trey Tucker for the Raiders. Raiders going out to Jason Upchurch. There you go, Jason. Could be a 5, could be a 10. You're right. Luminance, it looks like, has NFL. You know how normally the on-card signatures are not pro unis? It looks like they are this year. At least a bunch of them on eBay that we saw were. Joey Porter out of 149 for the Steelers. Hey guys, just real quick, don't forget at the end of this, Quentin Johnston's another one I've been picking up late as like a wide receiver 4 or 5. If I take 2 running backs early and then I have to go a few wide receivers to stock up. I've been finding myself too getting in best ball leagues a lot of like Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, or Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, or Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins. In best ball, you can do that because you're going to get the most points. But it also you can those are the quarterbacks you're going to have to look for if you want to get 2 stud running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a tight end before you take quarterback. That's where you're looking, and you can't get Watson there. You're looking at like Prescott Jones, Prescott Cousins, and I like to get 2 in that time then because then I can play matchups a little bit more. Earl Campbell out of 150. She's a Scranton 10. And there, that's what it is, Chris. That needs to be some sort of shirt crossed over from The Office. Did you see on the Office pages this week, Chris, all the talk of David Wallace and women fans? It was so weird. Derrick Henry. Yeah, you can get Rodgers too. Rodgers, the line is scaring me a little bit there. Like, I'm just worried that dude's going to get injured. Clayton Tune for the Arizona Cardinals. That's going to be numbered out of 50. Going out to Joe Thompson. There you go, Joe. What do you know? On the tobacco card. Yeah, I have some shares of Rodgers. What's cool about Underdog, too, is that you can see your percentages of your draft. Like, I probably have 15 of them in now. And you can see, like, your ownership percentages for players, who you're heavy on, and then you can kind of be like, I don't have any of this, dude. Sean Tucker, believe, for the Bucks. I know, Chris, that was weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Jack Youngblood going out to the Rams out of 249. This is the reason I posted this break was A, it was 2 new products, and B, it kept it on the cheaper side. But I wanted a product that the main reason is I wanted a product we could actually talk and chill like this after taking 2 or 3 days off of breaks after our flop of UFC night where I thought we were gonna break like a shit ton of stuff, and we barely broke Prism. I had to run a mini. I was so disappointed, and I was so drunk. I was so hammered after the draft. I knew I would be, so I was like, I rode my bike home, right? I had my bike, it was like 4 miles of the draft, rode it home in the dark. I have like a big light on the front. It's like a little e-bike. It's like a little pedal assist, so you cruise a little bit on it. Like you can get like 30 miles per hour on it. And I was riding home like, yeah, we're going to break all night. I can't wait. And then it was just like, I was dead in the water. That's all right. I had fun. I played Fortnite with my son till like midnight. Jordan Addison. I was so lit up. Dude, I was singing at the top of my lungs, and I drove by the state police barrack. Didn't even think about it. I'm like singing 4 Non-Blondes, and that's it. Hey. I was having a good time, dude. I was in such a good mood. I crushed my draft. I had a bunch of beers, some good food, good company. I probably could have been pulled over. There was no way I was driving a vehicle home. I'll put it that way. I dropped my glasses on the middle of the road. I had to turn around and go get them, my sunglasses. Because I had them on my head. It wasn't sunny anymore. I'm surprised I did not get hit. I really am. Garrett Wilson. Did you make your own lasagna? That is one thing I have never made. Love to cook. Love to cook. Don't love to bake. But lasagna, I feel like, is the baking. Oh, man, another set of points here. We'll have to do those separately. But I feel like lasagna is like the baking aspect of savory foods. Layers and... I love lasagna so much. Good lasagna. I can't do gooey noodles, like slimy, like lasagna. It has to be hearty lasagna. You know who doesn't do bad lasagna, and I don't like their food, but Olive Garden has some pretty good lasagna. Stetson Bennett. And don't bash me. I know it's not like Italian food and it's not real lasagna. I get it. Blah, 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 blah. But their lasagna's not bad. That and like really good stuffed ravioli. I'm not a big Italian fan. Like I'll eat some like fettuccine alfredo. I don't mind spaghetti and I like a thicker sauce. But like the spice, like the earthiness of a lot of the spices, I'm not a fan of. I'll eat it, but it's never something I'm like, man, I could go for some Italian. That's not something you hear me say. So can I tell you something? I'm to the point where like Nick Chubb might be my number one pick off the board. Although I did get number one the other day, and I did take Christian McCaffrey. There's a Derek Stingley, which I'm still not sure if I want him or Justin Jefferson. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I hate the 1, 2, or 3 spot. I don't even want the 4 or 5. I like drafting on snake drafts the 8 or 9 spot. It is my sweet spot. We get to pick our spots in the draft. We like you spin a wheel and I didn't get picked until like the 9th person or the 10th person. I was able to get spot 10, which I was ecstatic about. Like. I wanted spot 9, but it was gone, but it wouldn't have mattered anyhow because my brother took 9, but Nick Chubb went at 8 in that draft. That's the earliest I've seen him go really yet. I may have seen him go 8 once or twice in those drafts, but not often. I can almost always get him at 9 or 10. Almost always. You can't get Chubb at 10, Larry? You're drafting with Cleveland guys. He's never getting to you. That's the difference. Ooh! Who got them Chiefs? Jeff Guffey. How about a 6 out of 10 first down Patrick Mahomes? That'll play. And that's another reason I like Score. I like Score, Legacy, these fairly inexpensive boxes. I mean, we got 4 hobby boxes for $25 a spot. This is like old school, right? But you still can get this, and that's going to do well. 6 out of 10, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I've been getting Chubb at 10. I got him at 10 today. Yep. It's because so many people... Well, and this is in 3 wide receiver leagues. So people are especially heavy in wide. Like, so best ball is 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex. Not a super flex. But... So people tend to take wide receivers a bit more. James, 10 photos of lasagna. What is this? Your lasagna OnlyFans page? Do I have to pay for this content? Dude, you did it right. Look at this. He's even got it down to just the countertop and the dish. All right, let's share this. We got steps to this. There's levels. Dude, that looks cheesily delicious. These are exclusive pictures, guys. He's got the whole set of the lasagna cards. Is that too early to take him? Hell no. Dude, hell no. If Chubb is at 10, you better have a good reason for not taking him. And one of those can be... It's a 3 wide receiver league. I don't know why you wouldn't want him there. Why would you not want Chubb at 10? Like, the dude is the strongest back in the league, without a doubt. Like, I just don't see why you don't want him there. Yeah, so yeah, like, I mean, who are you taking? Like, I take him over Diggs. I have taken, I'm not saying this is the thing to do. So I flip-flopped. There have been times where Eckler's there and I've taken Chubb, and there are times where Eckler's there and I still take Eckler. because I'm just trying to like diversify. But I don't necessarily think that it's an automatic to take Eckler over Chubb. I don't. I know that's the easy, like the smart pick. That's what all the talking heads say. That's what the numbers say. But like, dude, 10 out of 50, Mr. George Pickens. This is a better box than the last one, even though there was points in this one. The out of 10 Mahomes, the out of Fins. You're in $1,000 league. I want to get in one so bad. Nobody will do that around here. I have to like convince guys that $100 is worth it. Like, bro, I mean, Kyler Murray. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. I truthfully needed this. It was nice to pop on today and talk. Unfortunately, it wasn't like news I wanted to talk about, but I feel like I need to do more of that. Like we used to do that a lot on our podcast with Chris, where we would, I don't want to say educate, but inform on some things in the hobby and what our takes were and, you know, kind of just have a little fun with it. But I definitely, man, I had to get on and explain to people like, dude, like it's okay to talk on these things, but if you don't know what you're talking about, it's best not to. I'm with you, man. I'd get into a $1,000 league for an in-person draft only. We have an auction draft coming up Tuesday, and someone's like, now auction is, if you've done it online, they're great, but in person, you have to be like we sit in a circle, and you go around, and you have your pen in the air, and like if you're in the auction, so like you draw a hat. So there we got Hendon Hooker, right? I do $1. Next guy's $2. Third guy's out, puts his pen down. We go around, and some guys like, well, I'm gonna. My son wants in the league, but I'm gonna bid for both of us. And we're all like, no, you're not. You know how hard it is to run an auction league where everyone bids for themselves. Like, I can get a sticker draft, but like, dude, you cannot run an auction league when you cannot have a call-in or an absentee pick on an auction draft. It does not work. Hey, look who we pulled just a little bit ago. Look what we got here. They gave it to us free. There's a DeMar Hamlin. All right, we got something on the back of this. I don't know if it's an auto or an insert. It is going to be a Tank Dell. A lot of people optimistic about this guy. This box is definitely better than the first one. Still had points, but a Tank Dell, a Pickens out of 50, that Mahomes out of 10. Although the first box did have our case hit dream catchers. I would like to see a Dare to Tear in here. Yeah, that'd be nice. Is that a plate? Oh, I thought we had like a 101 plate. I'd take one of those too. All right, we got Quentin Nelson and Quentin Nelson. $500. Maybe Joe Montana. You could probably get Joe Montana to do that right now. He needs the money. Anthony Richardson. Anybody going to watch Hard Knocks tonight? I think it was on at 9, right? Is it 9 or 10? There's a Hendon Hooker. Barely know her. 2 more packs to go. Our autos are gone. Well, our autos and our points. But we do have a box of Legacy. We will do 2 $5 hit list credits. And on top... Ooh, what's this coming up? On top of that, we will also be giving away that Survivor League spot. Right now, only... 1 person in the Survivor League, so we got to get more spots out for that one. I was thinking about possibly doing a, if we can fill the Survivor League, if we have time, doing a guillotine giveaway league, because those are actually really fun. I don't know, man. The clock is ticking. Hey, has anyone in here ever been to FedEx Field or the Redskins or Washington Stadium? Christian Watson, 20 out of 100. Hard Knocks is the second episode was good too. I've really enjoyed it. I'm curious to see, you know, what Dalvin Cook brings to the screen. Aaron Rodgers is pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. What if we bring it with us because we already need it, Doug? Is it good? do you have someone that will administer IVs? That's my main concern. I'm going to need one to hang tight. All right, we have a numbered card to end it. Maybe we'll get a 1-on-1 or something there. There's Christian McCaffrey, CJ Stroud, Bijan, another Stroud, Nico. Nico's a guy that I keep hearing as a sleeper. Here's another one I keep picking up. I've been getting Alvin Kamara pretty late, and then I'll pick up Jamal Williams like 3 rounds later as like a handcuff possible plug and play. I don't hate it. That's something I've caught myself doing a bit. Alvin Kamara out 3 weeks, but if you have to make sure you, in my opinion, unless you have to make sure you get Jamal Williams. I really think you need to, especially in best ball. And it's going to be out of 100, Kevin Byard. I don't know yet. She wants to, but she says that, and who knows if she will. It's probably for the best if she doesn't, if I'm being honest. I won't be able to, like, let loose as much. Unless she brings her friend Rachel, because they said they want to go to one of those, like, man shows or whatever. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. Please. You guys, girls, have a good time. Come back if you need extra money. We'll give you enough to get you through the evening, hopefully. Don't blow it all on one wiener. I was like, that sounds good. So, I probably only if her friend comes. What's it called? The she named the show they want to go see. I don't know. It was one of those wiener shows. Doug, if we have to get him back, you might have to be the one that does dancing. I don't know. No, it wasn't Chippendales. It was like, I'll have to ask her what it was. I don't want to text now. They so early for school. Dude, they're at school at like 6:50 in the morning. Like, school starts at like 7:10. It's so early to start school. The Thunder Down Under, that's what it is. Dougie would know. Oh, and it was Tyler Thomas said it too. Yeah, that's what it was. The Thunder Down Under. They wanted to go to that. I said, that sounds fun. I'm not going, but you guys have a blast. Nolan Smith. I want that because then I have to worry about what I do, you know? It's like, did she like it? Was it good? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, they're going to come back all ready to go. I'm like, dude, sounds like you made my job easy. That works for me. Justin Fields out of 299. There's a Hendon Hooker less I'll have to put in. Oh, I thought we were going to have like double autos there, but it's just a pack. Oh, I think we got a 101. Oh, we do. It's got to be. First off, a CJ Stroud there, and how about... Oh, no, it's a 5 out of 5. That's a nice card for a 5 out of 5. Detroit Lions, Sam Laporta going out... Oh, it went to a Lions fan, too. Dun, 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 dun. Slam! You got the Lions in the random, dude. Sam Laporta. See a tight end? Man, this has not been... Like, I'm telling you guys, now that we can actually do 4 boxers, I know when people are like, it's score, it's legacy, but no, you know what it is? It's fun. It's nice to be back ripping fun stuff again. I mean that. I truthfully, honest to God, mean that. Like, it's nice to not be breaking the bank on 1 boxers. And like that's what I said, I'm fine if Topps take over as long as it doesn't get back to the way it was. That was not fun for me. It's not fun to charge $35 for a 1 box of Optic where you get 1 autograph out of it. You notice there were things like that we didn't break. We stopped breaking Optic for a while. We stopped breaking Panini 1 when it got up that expensive. I mean, we did it a little bit this year because it was more affordable, but still was super risky. Yeah? Are you serious, Slam? All the breaks you're in, that's your first shield? That's crazy. That's awesome. Grat Slam. Pretty cool card. So a case hit, an out of 10, and an out of 5 shield, and we're still not done. That's actually... We should still have one more auto in here, because that was our first one. Yeah, I honestly just bought another case of Legacy last night. I still have a few more in this case. It looks like I have 9 out of this case. It's a 24-box case. I just bought another one last night. That guy didn't even win a Super Bowl. But yeah, I think it's such a quality product at its price point. All right, here we go. Peter Skoronski. Bob Lilly, Woodson, Krause, JSN. JSN broke his wrist, but they said there's a good chance. There's a nice Anthony Richardson. A very good chance he can come back by week 1. I doubt they'll rush him back. I don't see the need for it. So I would imagine look for him by like week 2 or 3. But it doesn't sound like it's going to be a long-term thing. Travis Etienne out of 150. Bijan Robinson there. I don't think it's anything to like worry about fantasy. Oh, there we go. 400. So our third pack of points. Kyle Pitts, Hawkinson, Prescott, and CJ Stroud. Roquan Smith out of 199. And Cedric Tillman. And that will close us out. Legacy stepped it up 100%. I think the thing I love about it most is that the RPAs are in pro unis. I also like the amount of case hits. I like that it's more. Some people aren't happy about it, but I think it's great that there's more than one Dare to Tear per box. Yes, they were cool, but it felt like they were just trying to stretch product. Now it's like the Dare to Tear should be a fun card to get, but it shouldn't be easy to get. And it's not. You're looking at 3 a case maybe 4. That's still 1 every 6 boxes when you look at a case of 24. 1 every 6 boxes is, I mean, you have to essentially spend close to, anywhere between $1,000 and $1,200 to get that. So it's kind of one of those things that's like, All right, here we go. We're going to recap it. All right. We got Skoronski, Nolan Smith out of 125, Clayton Tune out of 50, and Matt Judon Prism. They were our minis. Anthony Richardson, Travis Etienne out of 150, Fields out of 299, Stroud, Byard out of 100, Watson out of 100, Dan Marino, Bigsby out of 100, Porter out of 149, Campbell to 150, Brian Robinson to 100, Derrick Henry Gold out of 50 out of 100, Boutte, Simmons to 100, and Shepard to 6. Not bad at all. Also, these were not hits, but a case hit. A.J. Brown for the Philadelphia Eagles and a Patrick Mahomes out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not a bad card there. Then we had, for our hits, we had Tank Dell for the Houston Texans. That's going to be going out to Houston is going to be Jim Larson. We had the George Pickens out of 50 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickens out of 50 going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Going to be Jason Mello. Hate his auto, but love that card. Derek Stingley for the Texans as well. Zach Evans for the LA Rams going out to Trey Forsman. Patrick Peterson for the Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Jason. A lot of repeats there. Buffalo Bills, Gabe Davis going out to John Stevener. We had the Trey Tucker for the Raiders. That is our RPA in the professional unis, pro unis, Jason Upchurch. Guys, I'm working on getting more of that wild card stuff we broke at the Nationals. That's something we're interested in. Trying to decide how much to get. Cedric Tillman for the Cleveland Browns going out to Ben Hitchcock. And then, of course, the Shield. Sam Laporta for the Detroit Lions. 5 out of 5 on that one. All right, here we go. We're going to do 400, 250, 250. Everyone's eligible each and every single time, so stay tuned for that. It will count as a hit towards hit list, but will not affect your ability to win a spot in the Survivor League. First one up is going to be 400 points. I'll bring you guys over for this. 400 points. Min roll 5. Good luck, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be the LA Rams getting the points. LA Ram. Trey Forsman. Are you in here, Trey? I think Trey was. Trey, I'm going to send you this now, man. Make sure you're still in here. That goes out to the Rams. New giveaway. We're going to do the 250 points next. Min roll 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to go out to the Houston Texans. They already hit, but they'll take some more there. Trey, are you with us? And then 250 points. One second, guys. Only 2 left in the break, by the way. Again, if that gets filled and paid tonight, I can random, but most likely we'll just random it in the morning before we run a second one, because we can't break it till noon anyhow. We got the Denver Broncos, Josh Lamkowski. It wouldn't be points if Josh didn't get some. So Denver going out to Slam. All right, then here we go. Oops. All right. 2 $5 hitless credits. And then we'll do the fantasy spot. I know, we need to get you like a badge that says Point Magnet. James, it looks like... Oh, yeah, it is. I did not do that. I just saw your message. I can give it back to you here. Hold on. No skin off my back. Carolina Panthers, Indianapolis Colts. That's going to be Jason and Michael Barrett. Michael, now you can use it on a baseball break. How's that sound? All right, hold on, James. Let me do that here. There you go. I know. Do you type something now, James? See if it changes. I just made you one. All right, now we're going to do the Survivor League spot. Everyone eligible for this. Type something now and see. All right, nice. I see it. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Kansas City Chiefs. Jeff Guffey on board for the Survivor League. There will be a chance tomorrow, and every break moving forward will have at least one of these spots here, because we can add everyone in on this. So there you go. There you have it. Jeff don't want that. Oh, wait, and the second thing, Jacksonville Jaguars are going to get this card. I said they'd do that. So Megan Murray, you're going to get the Vaughn card. That goes to the Jags. All right, guys, I'm outie. Like some people's belly buttons, not mine. I'll be back tomorrow. Fill that break up. I want to rip Luminance. I only have 8 boxes of Luminance. That's all I have. That's all I ordered. So, to me, I'm hoping that it goes down a little in price over what it was. It was a bit expensive, in my opinion, this year, knowing that the major quarterbacks haven't been in there. And I've been ordering a lot of the stuff early, and it hasn't really gone up a lot. So I figured maybe if we like it and it's nice, we'll go get more. If we have to pay a little bit more for it, worst case scenario, but maybe I can get a better deal and kind of move prices around a little bit. So, yeah. Kind of playing it that way right now. Peace. I'm out.